guys, so today's video I'm going to be comparing and contrasting Boxycharm and Ipsy. And this is the first month that I have subscribed to both of these companies. So I really wanted to, for my first video talking about Ipsy and Boxycharm, I wanted to kind of compare them, see how they're similar and how they're different, and kind of the pros and cons to both. And so yeah, so I'm gonna just get started, and I'm gonna start with the Ipsy bag. So I have to say I was pretty impressed with Ipsy, and I did, like how fast the bag came, and it's $10 a month, so that's really great. You can't, you can go out and buy one makeup, and sometimes not even one makeup product for $10 a month, which is really great. And another thing I like about Ipsy is you create an account online when you go to subscribe, and then you kind of fill out the things that you want, products and types of products that you want to see, come in your bag each month. And, there's hair products and skincare, makeup, and nail polish, so you can kind of narrow that down and kind of filter it so you can get some of the things that you just want. If you're not interested in hair products or skin products, and you only want makeup, you can put that in your profile on your online account, and you can change it at any time. So if you're like, wow, I've been getting a lot of like hair care products or skincare products, and I really don't want any for the next few months, you can go in and change that as you go and anytime you want with whatever you're looking for. So I think that's really cool. And not every customer through Ipsy will get the same bag. You might get a few of the same things, but because they only offer, a select list of things each month. But I think it's cool because it's so customizable, and no two people will get like the same exact bag. Most likely you'll get kind of variation of different things, which I think is cool. So yeah, I think that's one of the really good things about Ipsy is you can kind of customize that, and the price is really low. So I'm just gonna go through, and I have this isn't an unboxing or an unbagging. I have used these products, and so I'm gonna start with this little brush. This is one of the first things in my bag, and this is a crown brush. I believe this is for contouring and things like that. That's what I use it for. I use it for today a little bit, and I have found that it works pretty well. And there's little like indentations, so when you're holding the brush, it kind of fits in your hand perfectly when you're doing your makeup. So I do like this brush a lot. It's very, very soft, and it seemed to blend on my bronzer pretty well. So I was pretty happy with that. The next in my glam bag is the Tartiest Lash Paint Mascara. I have only used this a few times, but I haven't been crazy about it. It just seemed to clump a lot on my lashes, and I don't know why. I'm going to play around with it some more, but when you like take it out, there's so much product still on the brush that I don't know, it's just really frustrating to me. Because I don't want to waste the product, but it's just too much on the mascara wand to go on evenly. And I don't know if this is because it's a travel size, and so the design is a little bit different than a full size one of this mascara, but I don't know. I just wasn't totally impressed with this. There are definitely mascaras that I like better, but I will continue to try to use it and play with it to see if I can make it work. So, the next thing I have in here is this Trust Fund Beauty nail polish. It's in the shade Champagne Socialite, and I do really like this nail polish, and I had it after my bag came in, my glam bag came in. I painted my nails right away, and I really did enjoy it. It has such a nice kind of rose goldy color that I was very, very impressed with this, and it lasted for several days and before I even noticed any chipping or anything like that. So it's a good kind of long wear nail polish, which I think is great considering it's so like shimmery, because I know like shimmery nail polishes can chip so easily. So I thought I thought that this was really good quality, and I really love the color. I think it's just a really nice neutral but still kind of shimmery color. And the second to last thing in my glam bag is the BeFine Food Skincare Exfoliating Cleanser with brown sugar, sweet almond, and oats. And I do like this a lot. I really like cleansers that are also exfoliating. I think it smells really nicely. It smells like kind of like vanilla and brown sugar, so I really enjoyed that with it. And I've used it a few times, and it hasn't irritated my skin or anything like that. But it's a good, you feel like you're getting a good exfoliation, a good cleansing on your skin. So I guess you could put this all over, but I've just used it for my face, and I have enjoyed it, and it hasn't broken me out or anything. And the last thing in my glam bag is this Hydrance Optimale Hydrating Serum. And I can't totally pronounce the brand, but I will put everything in the description down below of what I got. But I have used this. It's supposed to be a hydrating serum for sensitive skin, I believe. So, you know, when you're finished cleansing your skin, you put this on. It's supposed to say it hydrates all day. I have used this a few times, and I do like it. It feels like it's very hydrating and sensitive skin, so it hasn't broken me out or anything like that or irritated my skin, which I think is really great. So, and it's in this tiny travel sized. You only use a really tiny bit of this product. So I would say that I do like this, and I like that you don't need a lot of this product to make it work very well. So yes, I will say overall I was very happy with my Ipsy bag, and I definitely will resubscribe again for next month, and I'm excited to see some of the other products that I'm going to get in the future. The only thing I guess that is the downfall to Ipsy is you're getting travel size products instead of full size products, because with Boxycharm you get full size products. But I think for the price, you really can't beat it. It's good quality for a good price, and you get a lot of stuff every month, and you also get this cute little bag to put all your stuff in. So I think it's really great, and I do give 2 thumbs up for Ipsy for this, and I'm very excited to see what is in store for the future with that. So next I'm going to talk about my Boxycharm, and I have, like I said before, this isn't a first unboxing. I'm not opening them for the first time. I have used these products, so just to let you guys know. In the future, I might be doing, you know, an unboxing as soon as I get these things, but for the purpose of this video, I really wanted to kind of compare the two and kind of for my first month subscription to each of these companies. So, and I really like the packaging of Boxycharm. I think it's really cute. You get this cute little box, and I will say one of the really good things about Boxycharm is most of the time you're getting full-size products, which is great. And the value of these, they don't really tell you the value of your Ipsy bags, but they do tell you the value of your Boxycharm each month. And they give you a card. This month's theme was Camp Glam, so it was kind of fall and bringing all those products in, but they tell you how much every single product retails for, and then you can calculate the overall cost of your box. And you're only paying $21 for it, so it is $11 more expensive than Ipsy, but you're getting so much product for your money, which is great. And a lot of these products are over $21 just themselves, just one product, so you really can't go wrong with that. And you get to try things you might not necessarily try on your own when you go shopping, which I think is really great. And everyone does get, I think pretty much everyone does get the same stuff in their Boxycharm each month. I think there might be a slight variation between a few different items, but it's pretty cookie cutter for most of the subscribers to Boxycharm. So I will just get started, and the first product in here I have is the Project Beauty Hairgurt Strawberry Banana Smoothing Yogurt Hair Mask. And I really like this. I used it, I think it was Friday. I used this, and I left it in, I think they say to leave it in for like 5 to 10 minutes, but I left it in a little bit longer. But my hair, like I rinsed it out after shampooing, and then I blew out my hair with the blow dryer, and it just smelled so good. It like lasted, the smell in there will lasted, and it smells really like fruity, but like in a good way, and it's just kind of strawberry banana-y. This is really good, and it left my hair so soft. My hair was so soft and it smelled really good. So I will say that this is, I do enjoy this a lot because I do have really dry hair, and it felt like it was moisturizing it, and it just felt like really nice and soft, and it smelled great. So that was a really good bonus. And this retails for $11. Next in here we have the butterLONDON nail lacquer in the shade Yummy Mummy, and I do really like this. I think it's such a nice kind of gray color. There's a very slight shimmer to it. I think this color is perfect for fall. It's a neutral, it's kind of a gray tone, but you know, you can't really go wrong with any neutrals in fall. I mean, or any season in general, but I think this color specifically is really perfect for fall, and I have tried it out. It's a good quality nail polish. This nail polish retails for $15, so this is an expensive nail polish, but I will say I enjoyed it a lot, and it went on very smoothly, and it lasted a good while too. So I did enjoy this a lot, and I don't have my nails painted right now. Unfortunately, I went to a wedding this weekend and they were already starting to chip, so I just wanted to take all the nail polish off, and I haven't had a chance to repaint them again. But when I do, I probably will use this color again just because I like it so much, and it's a perfect fall color. Alright, next, this is probably the thing I'm most excited about in my Boxycharm this month. And this is the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette. And when you think about buying an eyeshadow palette, I mean, an eyeshadow palette, they're not usually cheap. And this one is not cheap. This one retails for $49.95. So you're only paying $21, and you get this along with like 4 other products, which is amazing. But I really like this palette. I think I used it today. I did use this palette on my eyes today, but I also used the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette as well, just mixing some of the colors. But I think this palette is perfect for fall because you have all these nice kind of warm, mostly warm tone colors, and you get a black, and they're all really nicely pigmented, which is great. I've heard a lot of people compare this to the Kylie Jenner eyeshadow palette that's out right now. But I have to say I was very happy with this, and I'm probably going to use it all fall. It's a great everyday eyeshadow palette. And I think coming up I'm probably going to do like a fall tutorial with this palette probably. But yeah, you get nine shades, and they're really nice shades. Perfect neutral, perfect fall tone colors, and just great for every day. You can go bold, you can go more natural. There's just so much in this palette. I think that is just, it's great for everyone, and you can't beat that you get it in your box, and you're only paying $21, and it retails for about $15. Next I have the Hikari Cosmetics eyeliner, and this is kind of like a jelly liner, and it has good pigmentation. I haven't really used this yet because I mostly don't use stick eyeliners. I use liquid liner the majority of the time, but I think this would be good for your waterline or tight lining. So I will try it for that because sometimes I do tight line my upper eyelid, but I just haven't tried it out yet because most of the time I don't do that for mostly like everyday looks. But I will try this out, but it seems like it has good pigmentation. It glides on really smoothly, so I think this would work very well if you wanted to do your waterline or tight line as well. So I think, and this retails for $13. And the last thing I have in my Boxycharm is the Pure Cosmetics Lip Lure Hydrating Lip Lacquer, and I do really like this. It is a very nice color. I have mine in the shade Belle, and you can see kind of on the tip of it I'll swatch it for you guys. It's a really nice color. It's kind of like reddish, but has still like kind of a natural kind of nudish tone to it as well. It's not like too red in your face. It's kind of like red in like a red and a nude lipstick kind of combined to give you this really nice fall shade color that I think is so wearable, and I have worn it a few times and I've really enjoyed it. It glides on really smoothly and it lasts a long time. It's kind of like a combination between lip gloss and lipstick, which I think is really cool because you get kind of a sheen of a lip gloss and it goes on kind of like a lip gloss, but you get the color and kind of staying power of a lipstick. So this is really awesome, and this retails for $22. So the overall value of the glam bag was over $111, which I think is really great, and I think that really adds to the benefit of BoxyCharm that you're only paying $21 and you're getting over $100 worth of product, and it's always about over $100 worth of product every month. So I think that's really great. If you're looking to try new things but also stay on a budget, because it is only $21. I was very happy with my BoxyCharm. I know a lot of people were kind of complaining because it took longer, I guess, this month for boxes to get shipped to people, but I didn't really have a problem with that. I guess it was because of Labor Day kind of shifted it off, so it took a little bit longer for people to get their boxes this month, but I didn't really have a problem with that. I knew it was coming and it would come, so I didn't really focus on that too much. But it's hard to say which company is better, be it Ipsy or BoxyCharm. I think they're really great for different reasons and in different ways. I think if you don't want to spend as much money, you just want to try new things, I think Ipsy is a great way to go. I think if you really want to add more to your collection of full-size products, then I might say BoxyCharm is the way to go, because you get to try a lot of different things. Overall, I was very happy with Ipsy and BoxyCharm, and I'm going to continue to subscribe to them. I think in my next videos it'll be separate, and I might do like an unbagging like as soon as I get it, and an unboxing as soon as I get it for you guys, to show you what's in my bag and box each month. But for this one, since it was my first video and my first time subscribing with both of them, I wanted to kind of compare them and let you guys know what I thought and my first, impressions with the company and the delivery and all that were with them. But I think overall I was very happy with them, and I'm excited to see what I get in my glam bag and my box in the future. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you're just wondering about these two companies and on the fence about subscribing to either one of them, I think they're both great, and they're both great for different reasons. So I think if you're looking for more of a taste and sample of certain products, then I say go for it with Ipsy. I think it's perfect for that. It's great to just kind of try new things. I think if you want to add more things, specifically to your makeup collection, or your beauty collection, or your hair care collection, I think BoxyCharm might be more of the way to go, because you're getting full-size products, which is great. But I think both are wonderful companies. I think they both have a lot to offer. It's just specifically what you're looking for. But I would highly recommend both. I had a great experience with them. So I really hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! You want to say hi, Minnie Belle? You want to say hi to everybody? Say bye! So see you in our next video! Minnie Belle! Say hi to the camera! Say hi to the camera! She's a little camera shy.